Hello.
Thanks for joining us on the second day of Gamescom and the first public day of the show.
Gamescom is the world's biggest games event, with over 275,000 members of the public and 5,000 members of the press attending in 2011, even more expected this year. And when the gates open, it's pretty much everyone for themselves. So the public are in, and there's loads of cool stuff on the show floor, so we're going to go and check it out. Mike, what have you found?
So this is the big one, the Black Ops 2 stand. 144 stations for people to play Black Ops 2 here. I think most of the public are going to be pretty excited to get their hands on Call of Duty multiplayer, massively anticipated. So over to you, Jane.
Thanks, Mike. And here, elsewhere on the A stand, we find someone polishing the shiny cars on the Need for Speed Most Wanted booth. Over to you, Andy.
Yeah, so I'm here with Death from Darksiders 2. I always knew I would meet Death at Gamescom, and now it's happened. Over to you, Mike.
This is the Capcom Cinema, where punters can get a look at Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 6 and Lost Planet 3. Over to you, Jane. Over to you, Andy.
Yeah, I'm just down here at the... just down here on the show floor. All right!
Thanks, Andy. I'm just here investigating whether it's possible under German law to marry a motor vehicle. Back to you, Jane.
Thank you, Mike. And in another hall, we find the natural enemy of the sports car, and that's the Chinook, a to-scale Chinook inside which you can play, of course, video games. Over to you, Andy.
Thanks, Jane. So I'm down on the floor again, and it's pretty busy down here, Jane. Over to you, Mike.
Rambo. Back to you, Jane.
Yeah, thanks for that. We've also been catching up with even more game developers on the show floor, and here are the highlights.
And it looks like Country picked up another huge kill there.
Once you kind of jump into multiplayer, you know, the first thing you engage is create a class and what the team internally is calling the Pick 10 system. You've got all of this content dumped into one bucket where everything essentially costs a point, which means that you are able to create loadouts that you've never seen in a Call of Duty game before. A pure slayer or a pure player, you got some options.
What is this place?
So Rihanna's been on board now for about 2 years, maybe a little bit over 2 years, and she was really eager. She'd done Mirror's Edge, Heavenly Sword. We loved the games she had worked on, and it was kind of a natural fit for us to reach out and speak to her at the time. And I will say, it's a female perspective to everything that Lara does. Because, you know, we get a studio full of guys sort of saying, here's what she'd say, and now you have a female writer going, no, she wouldn't.
I hate tombs.
Okay, that's it from day 2 at Gamescom. Everyone's packing up and going home. Not much for me to add other than come back tomorrow. Andy?